Hello, good morning, good noon, good afternoon, and welcome to my class. I am teacher Carlo, and for today's lesson, we are going to discuss presentation of information. Okay, this is a topic included in the grade 3 fourth quarter uh, period. No? This is for week number 8, which is the last week for the this is school year, no? And this is our last topic. Now, moving along, we have here presentation of information. Based on the title of the lesson itself, we could be pretty much sure that the lesson will be about presenting in different ways of uh, delivering information. Okay, so I know that you are all excited as well as I am. So now let us start uh, dealing with our lesson for today. Okay, so information are details that tell or explain or show the condition of something or someone. It may be a fact or an opinion. For information to be easily understood, it can be presented in valid ways. Uh, if we are going to show or tell or explain or give details of a phenomena about something or important events to someone or in some places, no, we call this as presentation of information. Now, to be more effective in presenting information, we have different kinds of ways in how to present our information. Now, at the end of the lesson, you are expected to present information in varied artistic ways. Examples given are role playing or role play, show and tell, radio play, podcast or broadcast, and reporting, and last but not the least is poster presentation. Now, we will deal with each of them as we go along with our lesson. So, if you are interested in role play, show and tell, radio play, podcast or broadcast, reporting or a poster presentation, you might as well listen attentively to my lesson. Now we have here a conversation between two friends. No, they are Daniel and Marcus. This is what we call a role play. No? For now, I am going to act out the role of Daniel, and at the same time, I will also act out the role of Marcus. Daniel said, "Hey Marcus, can I ask you about our homework in mathematics?" Marcus replied, "Of course, what about it?" Daniel said, "I want to know the place value of the whole number up to thousands." Marcus answered, "Each digit in a number has a place value." Daniel replied, "Really? What else?" Marcus answered, "Place value refers to the position that a digit occupies in the place value chart. Ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands are called place value. In 9356, 6 is in the ones place, 5 is in the tens place, 3 is in the hundreds place, and 9 is in the thousands place." "Thank you, Marcus," said Daniel. Now it's your turn to read the role play silently. Please do so, and please take note about the information or the important details around the role play. Now, if you are done reading, let us proceed with our activity, question and answer about that passage. Okay, first we have to answer this following question. Number 1, what topic did Marcus discuss? Could anyone tell me what topic did Marcus discuss? Alright, very good. Marcus discussed about the place value, or their homework about place value. And what is place value? Could you please explain me? Could you please explain it to me? What is place value? Anyone? Of course, right. Place value is a number that occupies, that is the value that the number occupies in the place value chart. Lastly, if the numeral is 8,410, what is the place value of 8? The 8, okay, very good. The 8 will occupy the thousands value because 0 occupies the ones value, 1 occupies the tens value, 4 occupies the hundreds value, and 8 occupies the thousands place value. So 8 would be, the value of 8 would be 8,000. Okay, now with our next activity, let us go. Learning task number 1. This is another way of showing or presenting information. The other one we have discussed earlier, no? Only a while ago, which is role playing, and this is now another way, which is show and tell. No? Learning task number 1. Use show and tell strategy. Draw your favorite clothes and complete the paragraph below. Do this in your notebook. So in your notebook, what you're going to do is to draw your favorite clothes and complete the paragraph to make it more meaningful, no? To make it contain a message about your favorite clothes. The paragraph goes like this, no? This is my favorite blank. Its color is blank. I wear it when I am blank. My blank bought it for me. Say for example, I'm wearing this one. This is one of my favorite clothes, no? This is my favorite polo. The color is blue. I wear it during when I am at school, no, and my wife brought it to me. Those are the, or those is that is an example on how can you answer the paragraph given below. Okay, I'll give you time to answer it. Then we are going to move on with our next learning task. But before that, let us please keep in mind that presentation of information, presenting information can be through artistic ways like role play, show and tell, radio play, radio or play, podcast and broadcast reporting, and poster presentation. Before we have done the role play, the show and tell, no, the radio. If you will be interested in radio broadcast or in podcast, no, later in your elementary years, no, example, when you are grade 4 or grade 5, no, we do have that class, no, we do have our journalism class on radio broadcasting. There you can approach me and I will teach you on how to do radio broadcasting. To give you an example of that, no, we have commercials, no? Commercials are a type of info presentation of information. Say for example, we are going to discuss about the medicine for headache. Say for example, by Jessica. Uh, by Jessica is the first remedy at the first sign of headache. Please take by Jessica. Symptoms persist, please contact your doctor. So parang ganun po. It's a way of presenting information. Or simply giving the time check, no, is another way of presenting information. Say for example, time check, Philippine Standard Time is now at exactly 10:30 in the morning. No? So pwedeng ganun. No? Time check is brought to you by Pfizer. Parang ganun po. Okay, then we have podcasts. Podcasts and broadcasts are uh, relatively new, but it is very much present in the current educational learning. We have live stream for online class. No? The Google Meet and Google Class are example of podcast and broadcast. No? There, the teacher will do a broadcast on the lesson about their lesson. No? While reporting and poster presentation are one of the more traditional ways of presenting information. Now, let us discuss each one of them. No, role playing is an artistic way of portraying other person's character. In doing so, the person pretends to feel like, think like, and act like the one being portrayed. This is called acting, no? Uh, if you are in a role play, you are going to act as if you are that character, no? You will feel the way he feels, act the way he acts, and think the way he thinks, no? So that is role playing. If you are given the role of a mature man, no, you have to talk in a loud or a deep voice. No? Say for example, hello, can I ask you something? Meanwhile, if you are asked to do a child role, no, you have to modulate your voice to sound like a child because you are portraying the role of a child. Say for example, Mister, can I ask you something? Something like that. No? My voice is not cooperating right now. Okay. So that is role playing, while show and tell is a strategy where someone displays or show an object to the class while talking about it. Um, this is one way also of breaking the ice or breaking the silence. No? Normally, this is done during the earlier days of the class. No? This is done to get to know the person better. No? So for example, we have show and tell about your favorite toys, yeah, in which you are asked to bring your favorite toys into school, no, and discuss or give information about your favorite toys. So that is what we call show and tell. Learning task number 2. As a reporter, act as a reporter for today. Act as a reporter for a day. Report the given passage in front of your family members. Then answer the questions that follow. Do this in your notebook. So, no, sorry. In this activity, you will act as a reporter or a weather reporter. And you will do this in front of your family members. Then there are questions to follow. There are questions that follows, and you have to answer them in your notebook. And presentation goes like this. No? Say for example, you are the reporter for today, you are going to deliver this one. Typhoon Ulysses with the international name Bangko hardly hit Luzon on November 11 to November 12, 2020, carrying heavy rains that triggered massive flooding affecting Cagayan Valley, Metro Manila, and nearby provinces. The typhoon entered the Philippine area of responsibility on November 10 and weakened on November 13 before finally leaving the Philippine area of responsibility. In a Philippines News Agency report, about 891,457 families, 6,169 barangays in regions 1, 2, 3, 4A, 4B, 5, NCR, and Cordillera Administrative Region were affected. Its first landfall was recorded in the vicinity of Patnanungan Island, province of Quezon on November 11. So that is the weather passage that you are going to recite in front of your family. Now after that, you are going to answer this question. First question would be, what is the international name of Typhoon Ulysses? Second question would be, when did it enter the Philippine area of responsibility? Third question, what places were affected by the typhoon? Fourth question, where did its first landfall happen? So, kindly answer all of these questions in your notebook. Okay, then we have learning task number 4. Your dream is to become a singer. No? You decide to join a songwriting competition, and the theme is about protecting the environment. Compose a song telling ways on how to protect the environment. Now, this is another way of presenting information. This is through song. No? Yeah. You are going to write a song about protecting the environment. No? And then the song must tell ways on how to protect the environment. And you will be graded according to this category, no? According to this criteria. In terms of melody, you will get the score of 4 if the notes and tones of the song flows like they are perfectly belong together. And you will have the score of 3 if the notes and keys of the song flows smoothly. You will get the score of 2 in terms of melody if the notes and tones of the song have a basic flow. And for your effort, you will get a score of 1 if the notes and tones do not flow together. Now, you still get a point. Now, with regards to content, you will have the score of 4 if the song contains more than 5 ways of protecting the nature. The message is clear and strong. Meanwhile, you will going to have the score of 3 if the song contains 5 ways of protecting nature and the message is clear. You will get the score of 2 if the song contains fewer than 5 ways of protecting nature and the message is unclear. And lastly, you will get the score of 1 if the song does not contain any form of protecting nature, no message is being contained. At least you still have a grade. And for your effort, guys, the the most effort will be graded 4 if the pupils work hard and completed the song and submitted it on time. It will get the score of 3 if the pupil devoted an adequate time to finish the song. And you will have the score of 2 if the pupil devoted short time and submitted it by a day late. And of course, you will going to still have a score of 1 if the pupil devoted little time and effort and did not finish the song. So you still get But of course, we have to strive for the best. No? If you must go for the score of 4. Another detail is you may create your own melody or use the melody of any familiar song that fits your composition. Do this in your notebook and you will be rated using the rubric below. So yun nga. We already have discussed the rubric. So sorry for the sound. No, we have road construction going on, but okay, this would be the last part of our presentation. So please bear with me. Now for the last task, complete the paragraph by selecting your answers from the choices below. And blank way of presentation may include the role play and blank play, podcast, broadcast, reporting, and poster presentation. So answer that, and you have already finished all of the lesson for grade 3 English. So that's about it for today. Have a great day, have a great vacation, and please do not forget all of the lessons that we have learned in grade 3 English. This is your teacher, Teacher Carlo, signing off.